Hello everybody, welcome to our lesson 7 video. Today we're going to be talking about rounding to the nearest thousand. All right, let's get started. Round to the nearest thousand. Use the number line to model your thinking. 2,981 rounds to blank. And here's our vertical number line. If we're rounding to the nearest thousand, we're going to go ahead and underline that place value. Okay, that is the only number that's going to stay the same on this worksheet. So we have 2,981. How many thousands do we have in this number? 2,000. So that's going to be our bottom number on this vertical number line. And what's the next thousand? 3,000. So that's going to be our top number. Okay, what's in halfway between 2 and 3,000? 2,500. Good. And where would 2,981 fall on this vertical number line? It would fall right here, about. So is 2,981 closer to 2,000 or 3,000? 3,000, good. So 2,981 rounds to 3,000. Another way that you can think of this is this halfway part right here is a monster, and it has teeth. Okay, if you can see the monster, you run away from it. So if your number was right here in the below, we could see the monster in front of us, so we would run away. If the number's right here and we're going the way the direction is, we couldn't see the monster, it would be behind us, so we would run away this way. 3,000. All right, let's look at our next one. It's 67,159. So let's underline the place value we're wanting. Okay, if there's a number to the left, you underline that as well. Okay, so we have 67,159. How many thousands are in this number? 67,000. Good. That's our bottom number. Okay, what is the next thousand? 68,000. And what number would be in between 67,000 and 68,000? 67,500. Because 5 is half of 10. Okay, where would 67,159 round to? Is it more or less than 67,500? It would be less. It would be about right here. Okay, so let's imagine this is our monster again. Can we see the monster if we're going up? Yes, we can. So we're going to run away back down. Another way you can think of this, like I said before, is which is this line closer to, 67,000 or 68,000? It's closer to 67,000. So 67,159 rounds to 67,000. Let's go ahead and go to our word problem. In 2015, the family's vacation cost $4,598. In 2016, the family vacation cost $5,612. The family budgeted about $5,000 for each vacation. In which year did the family stay closer to their budget? Round to the nearest thousand. Use what you know about place value to explain your answer. Okay, so we're going to underline or circle our keywords. First, we have 2015, and then $4,598. We have 2016 and $5,612. And then they budgeted about $5,000 for each vacation. We're going to round to the nearest thousand. And then we're going to also underline our question. In which year did the family stay closer to their budget? So we're going to need to round each of these numbers. So let's draw two vertical number lines. This is our start, stop, and midpoints. Okay, our first number is 4,598. We're going to round to the nearest thousand, so let's underline that place value. How many thousands are in this number? 4,000. Good. What's the next thousand? 5,000. And what number is in between 4,000 and 5,000? What would our midpoint be? 4,500. Good job. Okay, so where would 4,598 land on this number line? Would it be below, above or below 4,500? It would be above, just barely, about right there. So which is our line closer to, 4,000 or 5,000? It's closer to 5,000. Good job. Okay, let's move on to our next one. $5,612. Let's underline our thousands place, which is that 5. How many thousands are in this number? 5,000. And what's the next thousand? 6,000. What number is in between 5,000 and 6,000? 5,500 would be our midpoint. Where would 5,612 fall on this number line? About right here, right? So which number is our line closer to, 5,000 or 6,000? It's way up here, so it's closer to 6,000. Okay, so in which year did the family stay closer to their budget? Which year was closer to 5,000? 2015 was closer to the budget. Are we done? No, because we still have to use what we know about place value to explain your answer. So we can say, I know that 4,598 rounds to 5,000 and 5,612 rounds to 6,000. This means that 4,598 is closer to 5,000. And that is all for our lesson 7 video. I will see you tomorrow for lesson 8.